So opening tip here of our next game of the day between Lighthouse and Fairfax. Lighthouse is going to be in those blue uniforms going left to right. Fairfax in the white uniforms going right to left. In our first boys game of the NCSAA National Tournament. And Chad Haywood will bring things up here for the Lions. It's interesting that they put their big center all the way on top of that defense. 3-ball out on the wing is good by Chad Haywood. And it is a 3-0 lead for Lighthouse here early on in this one.
You saw Lighthouse last week in Tennessee tournament.
Yes, I did.
And they are from Tennessee.
They're down at the NACA tournament. 3-ball on the wing. That's good.
Whoa.
Triple by Austin Bailey. And the sophomore hits the first shot of the game for Fairfax. And we're tied at 3. Hooper goes off on the wing. 3-ball there is off the mark for Nick Kennard, but the rebound back to the Lions, and the runner is good by Chad Haywood. Make it a 5-3 lead. Back the other way, losing it down the lane is Bailey. Now picked up on the baseline. Good pass off on the inside. The layup by, let's say that's He's Green. Well, I can't really see the other side of that jersey at the moment. There it is. So a 5-5 tie. Now off a steal. Back the other way comes Green down the lane and missed the layup. So Haywood on the outlet will lay it up and in. And that will make it a 7-5 lead here for Lighthouse. Still early.
Well, both teams came out on fire. I mean, they were ready to play.
3-ball on the wing. That's no good for Caleb Torrance. Now back up with it come the Lions. Good pass ahead. And that's stripped out of the hands of Aaron Hedquist. And it will stay with the Lions here on the baseline.
Well, Lighthouse, no less than 6 seniors on the team. That's one of the older teams we've seen this time around.
And that pokes out of bounds. And that won't go out front, so back up with it. On the run comes Fairfax. That pass in the middle of the lane is stripped away. Out of there with it comes Aiden Hooper down the lane. He has that blocked out of bounds by Green, who is hustling back on defense. And the Lions will inbound from the baseline. Jumper from about 10 feet won't go down for Hooper.
Elijah Bargo the rebound.
Fairfax back the other way. That layup wouldn't go for Caleb Torrance. And the Lions come down with it. Kennard off to Haywood. Back to Kennard on the wing. Long 3. That's no good. And it will carry out of bounds. So 7-5 is the lead for Lighthouse here early. 3-ball outside. That's good.
Nice.
And will rattle in, and that'll actually give Fairfax the lead at 8-7. It was Donovan Keys with the triple.
Yeah, Fairfax on their man-to-man defense, trying to cut off that Lighthouse scoring machine.
Down the lane. Oh, good take in the finish with the right hand by Colby Searcy.
Oh, a little bit of up and then underneath the big guy.
Now 9-8 back the other way. Jumper on the baseline wouldn't go for Bailey. Rebound inside. Put back up. No. And finally cleared out by Haywood. Now Chad will hold up. It'll cross over into the lane with the left hand. Boy, that's a pretty move from Chad Haywood. Make it 11-8. About halfway through quarter number one. Keys ran out of room. Hands it off to Bulgert from 3. That wouldn't go.
Another nice rebound by Duncan. Excuse me, Haywood.
Lions back up with it here. Working down the lane. That's a good take. Runner wouldn't go by Hedquist. And back out on the run. That's knocked away and now picked up. Torrance trying to skip past. That's picked off by Haywood. Back the other way. Haywood down the lane, and he'll lay it in with the left hand.
Left hand up off the glass. Over the defender. Nice job.
We have a timeout to Fairfax. Lighthouse leads at 13-8. Back with more in just a moment. You're watching the NCSAA. So back up with it comes Fairfax. As they trail at 13-8 to Lighthouse here with roughly 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter. I say roughly because we can't see the scoreboard. So we're trying to run it on our own up here. 3 ball on the wing wouldn't go, but we do have a whistle and a foul. That will be on Aiden Hooper. That's his first and team first, and 3 free throws coming up.
That doesn't make a coach very happy when he's shooting the 3 way almost out of bounds on the side over there. And they give him 3 free throws.
So the first free throw is good from Austin Bailey. They have 2 more coming. We'll hit that.
He shoots those like he shot them before, doesn't he? Yeah. No problem.
And he makes all 3. So 13-11 is the lead here. Now a steal off the inbounds pass. That shot block picked up, though, and laid in by Zachary Bulgerts. And it's now a 13-13 tie off that full court press. Back to the way, 2-on-1 break down the lane. That's missed by Nick Kennard. Bulgert back the other way, went behind the back, now kicks it out. Baseline shot off the mark by Torrance. And here comes Lighthouse again.
Yeah, seriously with his 3rd rebound already.
Haywood now all the way back on the near side for Hooper. He'll fire a 3. That's good.
Wow.
We'll ring it up for Aiden Hooper. 16-13, the lead for Lighthouse. Down to about 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Underneath, layup no good, but we do have a whistle and a foul on the inside.
Nice job by Green. Had it underneath, didn't have a lot of room, just fake going up. Got him off their feet, and then he went up and drew the foul.
So that will be on Andrew Wallace. That's his first, team second. And a couple of free throws here for Hayes Green. First one is short. Sekou Kaba into the lineup for Fairfax. Jamari Teague checks in for Lighthouse. And that rattles around and in.
Did you say one of the teams has a guy from Sweden on it?
I believe so, if I remember this right. Aaron Hedquist from Lighthouse, who's just getting ready to check in, by the way. I think he came over from Sweden, I remember this right, in October.
Huh. That full court pressure.
So Lions trying to push it up here now. Off it comes to Hooper. Now on the wing, 3 ball, that wouldn't go for Aiden. And rebound control by the Lions again. Haywood, good pass underneath, and Hedquist lays it in.
Yeah, Hedquist got the rebound, passed it out, and got it back under him for the layup.
18-14. Lighthouse now with the lead. And out of bounds on that move is Hayes Green, so it will be Lighthouse basketball. Up it comes. Wallace back to the middle of the floor, now out for 3. Nope, a little bit short from Haywood. Rebound underneath, put back up, no. Another board inside, that's no good. Finally tipped out of bounds. And the Lions will keep it again. I'm telling you what, they're working on those boards.
Yeah, his Hedquist got the first rebound, and then after him, Hooper.
So it looks like Lighthouse going to hold for one shot, or at least attempt to here as we get down toward the end of this first quarter. Haywood backs it out.
Never was a big fan of this waiting for the last shot. I'd rather work and get a good shot.
Certain times I don't mind it, but yeah, a lot of times you don't. You wait too long and then you don't get a good shot. Now in the lane, we have a whistle and a pushing foul on the inside. And that will be on Donovan Keys. Oh, wait. Yes, Donovan Keys. His first, team first. Comes along the baseline to Hooper, spins, fires in the paint. That wouldn't go. And that will do it for the first quarter. So a 18-14 lead for Lighthouse here at the end of one. We'll take a break, come back to the second quarter in just a minute. You're watching the NCSAA. Start of quarter number 2 as Fairfax will get the ball first, trailing 18-14. Keys kicks it out, 3 ball, that won't go. And now Lighthouse to bring it up. Haywood down the lane, had that blocked. Saved in along the baseline. Front 3, that's off the mark from Teague. And Here comes Fairfax on the run. Good pass underneath.
Oh, nice.
And the layup by Bolgerts off a really nice look up top.
They do a nice job of attacking the basket and also of rebounding. They led the quarter in rebounding 10-4 or 10-8.
18-16 down the lane. That runner wouldn't go. And now here comes Fairfax on the run. And again, getting all the way inside is Zachary Bolger. Gets another 2. And all of a sudden, we're tied at 18.
Well, that was 2 quick buckets.
Deep 3 for Edquist is off the mark. That's tracked down by Wallace. Down the lane, runner no good by Hooper. Now they try to kick it back out. Deep 3 out front is good. And there's a timeout after that triple by Eden Hooper, his second 3 of the game. Making now 21-18 the lead for Lighthouse. Be back again in just a moment. You're watching the NCSAA. Well, out of the timeout, Fairfax set up to inbound the ball and then just threw it straight out of bounds. So it will go back over to Lighthouse. So I think we're back to being all good here. Working back out on the wing is Haywood. Lost an opportunity there. Now back up front to Hooper down the lane. Floats one up, that wouldn't go, but we have a whistle and a foul. I think they might have gotten Eden Hooper for a hook underneath.
Yeah, they must have because they've given the ball back over to Fairfax.
Speaking of Hooper, there's a steal. Good pass, and Haywood lays it up and in.
They turned the table and put a little full court pressure on now.
23-18, roughly 6 minutes to go in the half. Good pass underneath. That shot blocked, then tipped out of bounds, so it'll stay with Fairfax. Again, at the moment we can't see the scoreboard, so we're keeping track of all that up here as best we can. So if it's not entirely 100% accurate, we apologize, but I think we're fairly close. Score, I'm pretty sure, is right. The time might be a little off, but that's just the way it is. You have a whistle and a foul on the inside. That will be on Sekou Kaba. That's his first team seconds, and Lighthouse will get it back here.
That's why he had that open layup back there. He went over the top of the rebounder inside and beat the ball.
Up with it comes Kennard down the lane, missed the layup, and sent back out. Haywood for 3, that wouldn't go. And back out of there with it comes Fairfax on the run. Baseline 3, nope, in and out for Keys. Ahead comes the pass, Kennard on the break, and he'll lay it up and in. 25-18 is the lead for Lighthouse. Baseline, it goes to Torrance. Out on the wing, 3 ball there, rattles off, no good for Keys. This saved underneath, and it goes off of Fairfax, so the Lions will get it back again.
See if Fairfax is on that full court pressure bit. Well, minimum token, picking up half court.
So Kennard goes on the wing for Teague. Now back down the lane. We got a whistle and an offensive foul.
Shoving off.
An illegal screen.
Oh, okay.
On Nick Kennard. And that will be his first and the team fourth.
Whoa.
And it comes. That pass skipped all the way through and was picked off.
I'll say that was a dangerous pass. It was a little loping high, easy pass, and let the defense catch up with it.
Haywood out front. Off to Hedquist. Down the lane. Runner there wouldn't go. And back up with it comes Fairfax. That pass picked off. Now ahead and laying it in is Colby Searcy. And we have a timeout on the floor. 27-18 is the lead for Lighthouse. Back again in just a minute. You're watching the NCSAA. Out of the timeout. Fairfax will bring it up. Off on the wing, 3 ball from Torrance is no good. And that's saved, but it did go out of bounds.
They're going to call it off Green. No, they're not.
And it comes on the baseline, and that sails all the way out of bounds.
Well, that Lions not man-to-man defense there was really awesome.
So a little over halfway through quarter number 2. Near a 27-18 lead for Lighthouse. Haywood down the lane, throws up a runner. That wouldn't go. And Fairfax to bring it up.
Now Mr. Green with his 3rd rebound.
And a whistle and a travel.
Yeah, Keith let that ball get the best of him. He lost control of it. Tried to get back off of somebody else there as he went by one of the defensive players, but he traveled in doing so. Yeah, Fairfax staying in that man-to-man defense, but they're not the full court pressure anymore.
On the lane, we have a whistle and foul be on. I think that's on Zachary Bolger. That'll be his first, team 3rd. And Colby Searcy to the free throw line. First one is good.
Hayes Green with his rebound, 4th one. Uh-oh.
Loose ball, still loose, end up getting deflected out of bounds. And then we have a whistle and a foul. I believe that will be on Jamari Teague, his first, and team 5th. So up it comes to Robinson. Cross to Bailey. The cycle back around to Torrance. 16-footer
nice
is good.
one.
Nice shot from Keith Robinson.
Just work that ball around. We got that shot from the free throw line, about the free throw line to the left-hand side.
28-20. Searcy out front, gave it up to Haywood. Now to Teague. Haywood back out
Nice
front,
pass.
3-ball. Good triple for Nick Kennard.
Yeah, Haywood using that baseline and rifle the left-hand pass, hook pass over out to them for the shot.
31-20, Haywood with the steal down the lane. He lost it. But we have a whistle and a foul underneath. That will be on Caleb Torrance. That's his first and team 4th.
That Lighthouse defense is so quick.
So this one rattles in for Haywood. Another one coming.
Lighthouse is subbing in players.
So 33-20 is the lead for Lighthouse. Pass comes ahead. That's deflected and ends up carrying out of bounds.
That was a dangerous pass.
Speaking of subs, here comes Jamison Tillman. And Torrance will get set to inbound.
Might be resting him for the rest of the half.
Off to Keys. Donovan kicks it back out front. 3-ball from Torrance. That won't go. You have a whistle and a foul underneath. That'll be on Nick Kennard, his second. Team 6th. 15-footer is good by Zachary Bolgerts, making it 33-22. Down to around a minute or so to go in the half. There's a deep 3 out on that wing by Kennard.
Boy, Nick just rifled that one right in there. Almost a flat trajectory on it.
36-22. Again, nearing the end of this first half. 3-ball on the wing wouldn't go for Keys. Rebound put back up and in. 36-24. Kennard back in the middle of the floor. Now out for Searcy. Hands it off to Hooper. And we have a whistle and a timeout. So timeout to Lighthouse. They lead it 36-24. Be back with the conclusion of your first half in just a minute. You're watching the NCSAA. Out of the timeout. Lions trying to set something up for a shot to end the half here. Hedquist gets it back out. Now to Hooper, spins back up. Good pass
Nice
underneath,
pass.
wide open is Kennard, who lays it up and in.
Wow. What an absolutely beautiful pass by Hooper.
So out front, Bailey kicks it off on the far side, and that knocked away, and that'll do it for the half. 38-24 is the lead for Lighthouse here at the break. Your first half scoring totals for Fairfax: 2 points for Keith Robinson, 6 for Austin Bailey, including a 3 and 3 of 3 from the line. Donovan Keys with 1 3-pointer. 10 points for Zachary Bolgert, 3 for Hayes Green. He was 1 of 2 from the line. Fairfax, 2 of 9 from 3-point range. For Lighthouse, 10 points for Nick Kennard, including 2 threes, 6 for Aiden Hooper. He had 2 3-point field goals. 5 for Colby Searcy, is 1 of 2 from the line. Aaron Hedquist with 2. 15 points for Chad Haywood, including a 3 and 2 of 2 from the line. Lighthouse was 5 of 12 from 3-point range. So off to you for rebounds.
All right, rebound first of all for Fairfax. We had Caleb Torrance had 4 rebounds. Keith Robinson had 1. Donovan Keys had 2. Zachary Bogart had 3. Hayes Green had 4 for a total of 14. 14 for Fairfax. For the Lighthouse Lions, Chad Haywood had 3. Nick Kennard had 2. Aiden Cooper 1. Colby Searcy had 5. Aaron Hedquist had 3. Joe Mary Teague had 2. And Andrew Wallace had 1 for a total of 17. So Lighthouse holding a little bit edge in rebounding at halftime, 17-14.
And at the half, 38-24, the lead for Lighthouse here over Fairfax. Up next, after this second half, we will get to our 1:30 girls bracket again between Veritas Christian out of New Jersey and Calvary Christian out of Maryland. That game coming up at 1:30 this afternoon. Still a half left of this one, though, between Fairfax and Lighthouse. We'll be back in just a little bit for start of half number 2. You're watching the NCSAA. So a bucket plus the foul, then the free throw for Lighthouse, and then a turnover. So the Lions get it back up 41-24 here as we start our second half of play. 7:40 roughly to go here in this third quarter. So that's knocked out of bounds, and it will head back over to Fairfax here.
I think it's impressive with Lighthouse. Here's their full court pressure again. It's their defense. They're so quick and so tenacious.
Ahead, good pass on the break. That shot blocked from behind and now cleared out. And the Lions will bring it up.
Yeah, Hayes Green was too much worried about him blocking the shot. He should have just gone quickly with it in the first place. Could have drawn a foul.
Along the baseline, good step. That's blocked underneath, cleared out, and back out of there with it comes Bailey. Up on the wing to Keys, got a step and laid it in. So Keys with the bucket, 41-26, down to 6:50 to go here in this third quarter. Haywood will get it back out front, little crossover dribble. Top to Searcy. Down the lane, pass. 3-ball in the corner. That's good.
Oh,
triple for Aaron Hedquist.
Nice little penetration inside and a dish out in the corner to him, and he put the shot in the bucket.
44-26. The lead starting to stretch out a little bit here. Fairfax needs something to happen here to get things a little bit closer.
You need to make a run at him here in this quarter here so he can.
3-ball out front. That's off the mark. Rebound underneath. Put back up. That was partially blocked. And now we got a whistle and a jump ball. So Fairfax will keep it. 6 minutes to go in the third. 44-26. Bailey. Now off to Keys, who ran out of room.
Yeah. Lighthouse now in a 2-3 zone.
3-ball on the wing. That's short. Rebound tip back out. Track down. Jumper from the free throw line won't go for Keys. And now pushing it up is Hooper. Down the lane, kicks it off in the corner. 3-ball there, off the mark by Kennard. Keys look baseline. We have a whistle and a foul. So that will be on Colby Searcy. His first, team first this half. Kick it back up top. Underneath, that's deflected. Now stolen away. The pass ahead. Haywood down the lane. He missed the layup. And rebound picked up. 3-ball in the corner. No. From Hooper. And back the other way comes Fairfax on the run. Underneath. Good hard step to the inside, and Hayes Green will finish.
He used that good strong body to knock the defender back a little bit, and then he had a free shot at the basket.
And now we got a whistle and a push off. So Aiden Hooper with his third, team second. So free throw line jumper, that's good from Zachary Bolgerts.
Totally in that lead.
44-30, 4:20 to go here in the third. And it comes to Haywood down the lane from 10 feet. That rattles in and out. Rebound underneath. Hedquist back up and in.
Oh, nice job. Hedquist following up and grabbing the ball and laying over.
Back the other way. That runner is good. That's a nice little spin fadeaway move from Keys. Back the other way. Layup is no good, but we do have a whistle and a foul. That will be on Sekou Kaba. That's his second. Team first on Fairfax here in the second half. And to the free throw line goes Colby Searcy. First one is good.
Colby, just a sophomore.
Second one good as well. 48-32, under 4 minutes to go in the third. And off it comes to Torrance. Ahead to Bogert. Fairfax trying to figure out this zone to get some shots. That's a good spot for one, although it doesn't fall. Go back down to the Lions here.
Yeah, they left that man-to-man and went into zone this half, and it's been pretty successful. Speaking of the Lions.
Some more full court pressure here for Fairfax. That pass is off the hands of a defender and out of play. So the Lions will keep it along the baseline.
Yeah, Fairfax need a couple stops here in a row with the score to follow and get themselves back in this thing.
Underneath, wow. Good pass, and the layup by Chad Haywood, who's had himself a ball game.
He does a lot of work movement away from the ball. There he goes. He got a steal there.
So 50-32, and back up with it. Now comes Colby Searcy. Looked ahead. Layup by Hedquist wouldn't go. Coach for Lighthouse looking for a foul. Couldn't get that call either. And back the other way. That's lost. And Hedquist out on the run. And he'll just lay it in with the right hand.
Well, I tell you, Lighthouse is just stifling with their defense. I mean,
and a timeout to Fairfax. 2:53 to go in the third. 52-32 is the lead for Lighthouse. Back with more in a moment. You're watching the NCSAA. So out of the timeout, Fairfax trying to break pressure here, and they do. And the runner on the baseline wouldn't go. Rebound put back up and in, though, by Sekou Kaba, his first couple of points. 52-34, Searcy back up for the Lions. In front to Haywood. Now to Kennard. Let me get a step, forces up a shot and scores.
Wow, nice job by Kennard. Went up on his jump and wait to get to the top of it and then put the ball over the defender.
Up it comes to Bailey. Kicks it off to Torrance. And he'll back it out. Looking for Bailey again. Good pass underneath, and that layup missed by Bogert. And up on the run come the Lions. And finger roll wouldn't go. Rebound picked up on the inside by Kaba. Hands it off to Bailey, and Fairfax pushing it up the floor. Baseline three, good. Triple for Zachary Bulger.
What year is Zachary?
He's just a sophomore.
Come on, I tell you what, he's going to be good in there. Oh,
down the lane, good step and the finger roll from Colby Searcy.
He got a step ahead of Bogart as he went around him.
56-37, three ball on the wing. That wouldn't go for Keys. Rebound, no. Put back up, good, and the foul, I do believe. So that will be on Aaron Hedquist. That's his first, team third.
Yeah, Bogart will be on the line for another shot.
56-39, 1:05 to go in the third. Keith Robinson back in for Fairfax. Andrew Wallace and Jamari Teague check in for Lighthouse. And the free throw was good. 56-40.
Fairfax making a little run at.
I mean, it's not entirely out of the question for Fairfax here, but
now's when they need to do it.
They need some defensive stops. And they've struggled to get a lot of those. This kick back outside.
Hey, Lighthouse is so quick on their feet.
Down the lane, my goodness. No
foul?
I agree with the coach over here for Lighthouse. There's not a foul anywhere in any of that. The layup by Keith Robinson makes it now 56-42. It's down to a 14-point game with 30 seconds to go in the third. And another turnover. Well, almost a turnover. That was actually a pretty nice play by Haywood to get it back. And now it is a turnover. And the layup for Keith Robinson. 56-44. I'm telling you, if they're not careful, that lead can disappear in a hurry.
It sure can.
There is almost another turnover. Down to 8 seconds to go in the quarter.
Yeah, Fairfax has brought the defense way out, and they're putting on heavily.
Haywood fired a three. That wouldn't go, and that's going to do it for the quarter. And Fairfax made a little bit of a run. 56-44 is the lead for Lighthouse. We're back with your fourth quarter in just a minute. You're watching the NCSAA. Start of the fourth quarter. Lighthouse will get the ball here going right to left, up 56-44. And while that might seem like a relatively safe lead, it was much larger than that about 2 minutes ago. In fact, it was almost 20.
There's another turnover.
And another steal back the other way, down the lane, and another score for Keith Robinson, who has all of a sudden come to life. And it's a 10-point game.
All at once, Fairfax is creating the plays now, and you find Lighthouse struggling to get the ball down the court and get a bucket.
Well, honestly, Lighthouse got a little sloppy in the third quarter, and it's continued now here in the fourth quarter, and they just need to go back to playing good, sound basketball. 16-footer out front won't go. Rebound tip back out. Hedquist has it, and now the Lions will slow it down, which is the smart thing to do here.
Yeah, you don't want to let them dictate the game to you.
Haywood gets a nice step down the lane, gets fouled as he tried to get to the rim. I believe that's on Keith Robinson, his first, team second. And Chad Haywood to the line, 2 for 2 from there so far today. A difference in senior leadership because Lighthouse has 6 seniors. Fairfax has 1. And we get a technical foul? Looks like a technical foul on Sekou Kaba, which would be his 3rd personal and team 3rd.
He's looking like, well, what did I do? Whatever he did didn't go over good with the referees.
And it was quick, too, whatever it was. And that's not, I mean, for Fairfax, that's exactly the opposite of what you needed because you finally started getting some momentum. And then not only the shooting foul, but then the technical foul. So Haywood's going to get 4 free throws.
And he doesn't miss free throws.
No, very rarely. Wow. This could end up being a 6 to 7 point possession.
Right when they were making a run at, they got them all.
And all of a sudden, it's back to a 14-point game.
Wow, there's 4 straight points, man. And the Lions get the ball.
Well, Haywood will bring it up here. And we have an illegal scoring. I don't know. I guess that's an illegal screen underneath on Hedquist. That's his 2nd, team 4th.
I don't know.
I missed whatever that was. So Torrance out front. On the wing, 3 ball. Nope. Off the mark for Robinson.
I suggest that's not what you want right now.
Coming up on 6:30 to go in the game. 60-46 is the lead for Lighthouse.
And they need to attack the bucket and draw some fouls and see if they can get themselves back in this game all the way. Speaking of Fairfax.
Haywood left it off on the wing. 3 ball is good. Triple for Nick Kennard. His 3rd 3 of the game. And just like that, it's back to a 17-point game.
And you found out, like you said, Lighthouse has slowed the ball back down, played their own game again.
3 ball on the wing. That's good. That's a nice looking shot from Hayes Green. His first triple of the game. 63. I believe it should be 63-49. I think that the scoreboard says 48, but I think it should actually be 49. 3 ball rattles in and out. Rebound put back up, no. But we did have a whistle and a foul.
Yeah, nice work in there by the senior Kennard.
Caleb Torrance with his 2nd, team 4th. And Kennard's free throw rattles around it in.
Well, they're making those free throws count, too. Speaking of the Lions. They're a good free throw shooting team. Oh, there's a miss.
Missed the 2nd one. Back the other way comes Robinson. Outside 3 ball, no. From Torrance, and the rebound comes down to Lighthouse.
Yeah, Hooper grabbed his 4th rebound this afternoon.
I think Dave over here is right. I think it's 64-49. The official scoreboard says 48, but I don't think that's correct. Underneath, getting free and laying it in is Dedrick McLean, the senior forward. Down to 5 minutes to go in the game. Robinson pulls up from 15 feet and hits. Again, a nice shot from Keith.
I was just going to say, we have seen some really nice shooting this game. Both teams very capable of the 3-point shooting.
Haywood back over here on the near side for Hooper. Now Searcy. Hands it off to Haywood. Good pass back to Searcy, and he'll lay it in. Kind of spun it off the glass.
Well, he just barely got that pass away in time not to get a traveling foul, but his penetration left side left the right side open.
Torrance back to the free throw line. Jumper there won't go by Bulgard, and this knocked out of bounds, and it will be Lighthouse basketball with 4:14 to go. As Donovan Keys checks in. Well, apparently there's been another technical foul. This one on the bench for Fairfax. I think might have been one of the assistant coaches, because I think the
coach himself is up here, maybe. So.
And if you want to give free points,
just put this guy right here on the line.
Do that, because Chad Haywood is like ridiculously automatic.
And he hits nothing but net.
Yeah, he doesn't even pause. He just gets the ball and buries it.
Yeah, if you want to commit suicide in a ball game, just put him on the line.
Yeah, if you want to get rid of it quick, that's for sure. He's now, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 for 8 from the free throw line. Back over down the lane, and we got a whistle and another foul. And this is going to send Aiden Hooper to the free throw line, as the foul will be on Austin Bailey. That's going to be his first.
Yeah, Hooper did a little Michael Jordan move. He got up in the air, switched from his right hand to his left hand, the left side of the bucket, and drew the foul.
So a full timeout. We'll take one as well. 70-50 with 4:02 to go. Back in a moment. You're watching the NCSAA. So out of the timeout, to the free throw line goes Aiden Hooper. Just over 4 minutes to go here in this one.
And look at that free throw shooting again. This time by Hooper. They have really gotten a lot from the free throw stripe today.
So up to a 20-point lead. Second one is good.
Lions are staying in that zone defense.
Three ball on the wing. That wouldn't go for Bailey. Look out front, another three. That's off the mark from Torrance. And tracked down on the far side by Haywood. And he'll bring it up. 3:38 to go. 72-51. Down the lane, little finger roll wouldn't fall. This kick back out front. And Colby Searcy will restart the offense.
Hey, Haywood's everywhere out there.
Out front, Searcy gives it off on the baseline. Three ball on the wing. That's good. Ring it up for Aiden Hooper. His third three of the game.
He likes those three-pointers.
75-51. And that pass thrown away. Actually knocked out of bounds by Lighthouse. Nathan Yarrett and Caden Tunson into the lineup for Fairfax. Jack Barga checks in for Lighthouse. Torrance gives it up for Robinson. A crossover, almost lost it down the lane, and Robinson lays it in.
Boy, that quick first step of his went right past the defensive guy on the inside. There's Haywood.
75-53. Haywood over the timeline, gives it back across. Little stutter step. That pass skips out of bounds, and it will be Fairfax basketball.
No look pass, but it didn't pay off that time. He didn't get it to the right guy. How long can you?
The answer, until it goes out of bounds or you pick it up. 3 ball out front is good from Caleb Torrance.
I thought you had only so much time to inbound the ball.
Well, it's technically it is inbounded. It's just no one touched it.
Well, I guess that's true. Yeah, you're right.
3 ball in the corner. Kennard hits again.
Nice one.
Now his 4th 3 of the day.
Well, I tell you, they just got good defense, nice free throw shooting, and good, effective outside three-point shooting.
78-55, 10-footer rattles in and out. Rebound put back up, no. And collected now by Barga. And the Lions slow it down. 1:35 to go. As Lighthouse has controlled this, other than one brief surge by Fairfax in the third quarter as this sails out of bounds, which they got it back down within 12, and it looked like, okay, beginning of the fourth quarter, maybe something will happen, and then there was a foul that resulted in free throws plus a technical, and that got 4 points, and then the bench for Fairfax got another technical, which is another 2 points, so that was really 4 free points, and that didn't help matters a whole lot, and then things just started getting out of control a little bit, and we have a whistle and a foul down low. That will be on Sekou Kamba. That's his 4th.
Yeah, getting a lot of substitutes in here to finish the game out for both teams.
So 1:07 left. 78-56.
Yeah, it seemed like at the end of that third quarter, before they got into the fourth quarter, they had that meeting, and since then, Lighthouse has been very effective back to the regular game plan.
I cannot believe how good of a free throw shooting team this is.
Oh, it's crazy. We haven't seen too many better free throw shooting teams than this, I don't think.
They are 18 of 20 from the free throw line.
Wow.
That's crazy good.
Yeah.
Three-pointer on, that's as a team. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 different people shooting. Outlet pass ahead, and the layup for Elijah Barga.
Made possible by McLean getting the rebound and tossing the ball out.
82-55.
Oh, nice one.
Floater in the baseline by Caden Tunson. 82-57.
Yeah,
there's
he's
a
only a
steal,
freshman.
layup, good, and the foul. So Torrance gets the bucket, the foul on Jamison Tillman, his first, team 5th. And that goes off the front of the rim, trying to get the ball back, which they do, but just 30 seconds remaining. Deep 3 out front, that won't go. Rebound underneath, picked up by Barga. Jack trapped the backcourt, throws it away. Down the lane, good pass, layup missed. Save back to the middle of the floor. We're down to 5 seconds, and that is going to do it. 82-59 is the win for Lighthouse here over Fairfax. Your final totals for Fairfax: 5 points for Caleb Torrance, including a 3 and 0 for 1 from the line. 12 points for Keith Robinson, 6 for Austin Bailey, including a 3 and 3 of 3 from the free throw line. 7 for Donovan Keys, including a 3. 2 points for Sekou Kaba, 2 for Caden Toonson. 8 for Hayes Green, including a 3 and 1 of 2 from the line. 18 points for Zachary Bolger, including a 3 and 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Fairfax, 5 of 20 from three-point range. For Lighthouse, 2 points for Elijah Barga, 2 for Dedrick McLean, 9 for Aaron Hedquist, including 1 3-point field goal. 14 points for Colby Searcy. He was 4 of 5 from the free throw line. 13 for Eden Hooper, including 3 threes and 4 of 4 from the line. 19 points for Nick Kennard. He had 4 3-point field goals and 1 of 2 from the line. 23 points for Chad Haywood. He had 1 3-point field goal and was 8 of 8 from the free throw line. Lighthouse, 9 of 20 from three-point range. And I'll pass off to you for our final rebounding totals.
Rebounding, first of all, for Fairfax, we had Caleb Torrance with 5 rebounds. Keith Robinson had 3. Donovan Keys had 4. Sekou Kaba had 5. Zachary Bogart had 4. And Hayes Green had 6 for a total of 27. 27 rebounds for Fairfax. Then we go back over to the Lions of Lighthouse. Elijah Barga had 1 rebound. Dedrick McLean had 3. Chad Haywood had 4. Nick Kennard had 4. Jack Barga had 3. Aiden Cooper had 4. Colby Searcy had 6. Aaron Hedquist had 6. Jamari Teague had 2. And Andrew Wallace had 1 for a total of 34. So Lighthouse was ahead in rebounds 34-27 as they pulled out and won the game.
So Lighthouse wins it, and we'll take a brief timeout. In about 13 minutes, we'll have your next game of the day. It is a girls matchup between Veritas out of New Jersey and Calvary out of Maryland. We'll get to that here in just a little bit. You're watching the NCSAA.